The Baltimore Ravens just ended one of the longest coaching tenures in NFL history. John Harbaugh is out after 18 seasons. The winningest coach in franchise history got fired on Tuesday, 2 days after missing the playoffs. This happened fast. Ravens owner Steve Bisciotti made the call following what he described as a comprehensive evaluation of the season and the organization's direction. The decision came down just hours after the team's season ended with a heartbreaking 26-24 loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 18. Let's talk about that game for a second. The Ravens had everything on the line. Win, and they take the AFC North, get into the playoffs as a top seed. Instead, rookie kicker Tyler Loop missed a 44-yard field goal at the buzzer. The kick sailed hard right. Pittsburgh celebrated. Baltimore's season was over. And apparently, so was Harbaugh's time with the organization. Harbaugh leaves with a 193-124 record, including playoffs. That's a 60.9% win rate over 18 years. He won Super Bowl 47 back in 2012 season. He led the team to 6 AFC North titles, 2 number 1 seeds, 4 AFC championship games. The man won a playoff game in each of his first 5 seasons. That's an NFL record. But here's the thing, the recent playoff struggles were real. Since winning that Super Bowl in 2012, Harbaugh only advanced past the divisional round once. In 8 seasons with Lamar Jackson at quarterback, a 2-time MVP, Harbaugh won just 3 playoff games total. Never made it past the AFC Championship game with Jackson. That's the part that probably sealed his fate. This season was supposed to be different. The Ravens entered as the preseason betting favorite to win the Super Bowl. They had Lamar, they had Derrick Henry in the backfield. The roster was stacked with Pro Bowl talent. Instead, they finished 8-9. First losing record since 2021. Missed the playoffs entirely.
Let me get this straight. After another year of wasting Lamar Jackson's prime, John Harbaugh has finally been fired. Simply put, it was time for John Harbaugh to go. He was the second longest tenured head coach in the NFL currently, and it's clear it just wasn't working. This year was awful despite all the talent they have on that team. At some point, every coaching relationship with players breaks down. And this was that situation. Lamar actually told management, hey, it's either me or Harbaugh. I don't want him anymore. So if you want to keep him, trade me. Frankly, we have a coach that frankly isn't that good anymore and a generational 2-time MVP. It's very clear who you're going to pick, especially because there is so much talent on this team, like Kyle Hamilton, Nate Wiggins, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers, and the list goes on. Barring winning a Super Bowl this year, the situation was bound to blow up after the season ended. If the Ravens can get the right offensive guy in there with the right coaching scheme, this team can finally be dangerous. Because in Harbaugh's 18 years there, he won 1 Super Bowl, despite all the talent he's had there over the years.
Have y'all heard the fucking news? John Harbaugh just got fired. Oh my God.
Holy shit, he's finally gone. John Harbaugh is finally gone. I repeat, he's finally gone. The Ravens' prime is coming now.
Well, it's official, y'all. They just fired John. They cut his ass loose. They're not playing with that man no more. They said you have to go. Season after season after season, they're not doing it no more. Damn, John.
Forget to stop and take a moment and look around and remember, I prayed for this. There was a time when none of this existed. This space that I'm in right now, there was a time where none of this existed. There was a time when this was just a hope. This all was just a dream.
You gotta trust in him. You
And
gotta
I think
trust.
that when we take this
God did.
knowledge that
God did, nigga.
forward, we allow
The fucking devil is gone. He's gone. Yes! 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 This nigga is finally on the team, bro. John Harbaugh just got fired. He got fired. We're saying, though, Tyler Loop saved our season. Nick, respect Tyler Loop. If he hit that kick, he's still without fucking team. I love you, Tyler Loop. I fucking love you. Ah!
Literally screenshotted this at 6:56 a.m. 6:56 a.m. This nigga, look at him, bro. He's really the devil. Oh my gosh, bro. Rest in peace, John Harbaugh. Use a bitch. Don't show your face 100 niggas gonna beat the shit out you. I'm telling you.
Okay, multiple things about this Harbaugh thing. Number one, I cannot believe that, firstly, it actually happened, but number two, that John Harbaugh got fired before Zach Taylor. Oh my God, what world are we living in? Secondly, I don't know if you guys remember that video where I was like, Ravens, this is your lifeline. You could so make it to the playoffs because Myles Garrett is chasing that sack record. Low-key, Browns could beat the Steelers, which y'all laughed at me for, and they did it. And then second, I was like, all the Ravens need to do is fire John Harbaugh to win out. And because like the amount of leads blown this season, insane. I'm still not over the fact that instead of using Derrick Henry, you had Lamar take a knee. I'm like, wait, low-key, what are we doing, guys? Like, what are we doing?
Yo, Tyler Luke, bro, you did it, bro. You the MVP, bro. You did it. Hey, you did, bro. You did it just because of you. Hey, we would have made that field goal. We would have had to deal with John Harbaugh again. And the thing is, bro, John Harbaugh, you did good. You get his little Super Bowl, but it's been 18 seasons, bro. Lamar he needed to win head coach, respectfully, but we need a defensive-minded head coach. I feel like, and it's been time, bro. I'm so happy, bro. Like, that right there just made, I don't care about no playoffs or nothing. I'm so happy right now, bro. But it's like, we gotta choose good on this head coach, bro. Because if we get rid of Harbaugh just going through the same stuff, but I don't know. As long as we got A right there, I'm good. I don't care about nothing else, bro. We winning games. I don't care. That schedule easier next year, too. And we got the 14th fit, bro. I'm overly good. Hey, Ravens flop nation, but it's time. This time, I don't care. Nobody say Tyler Luke, you the MVP, bro. Y'all protect him in Baltimore, bro. We good, bro. Don't worry about nothing. We straight.
Ravens fans, we are finally free. John Harbaugh is gone. I could not believe it. Just got the notification. Adam Schefter, John Harbaugh's out as the Ravens head coach. Could not have been better. 18 double-digit leads blown in the fourth quarter. Blown. And it's because of that guy. Only thing that's been the same over Lamar's career is that we've had Harb as our coach. We've changed everything else. Nothing's worked. Harbaugh is gone. We potentially saved ourselves from losing the most dynamic talent the league's ever seen and wasting all of his career. We saved ourselves just by getting rid of Harbs. I really hope that we're able to get somebody good. I love Stefanski. I think Stefanski's great. I think there's a couple other good candidates on the board. Brian Flores is pretty good, I believe. Anybody's better than Harbs, man. I am so glad. I've been real sad ever since he missed that field goal. Luke missed the field goal, obviously. Been real sad. I am so happy. I could not be more excited for September. Let's go. This is officially John Harbaugh Liberation Day. But seriously, thank you, John. You did get us a Super Bowl. We did make the playoffs. You can't only hate the man. Thank you, John, for what you did, but I am happy that you're gone.
They actually did it. They fired John Harbaugh. I'm happy. It's the right decision. It just needed to happen. Something needed to change, and I'm both not surprised and stunned that they did it. I have not gone on Twitter yet. I know Ravens Twitter is absolutely throwing a party, and again, I'm happy it's the right decision, but I do want to take a second and say thank you, John Harbaugh. And that's sincere. 18 years. I'm 21 years old. I was 3 when we hired him. And there's a lot of good that he did, and I think he's going to go somewhere. And honestly, I think he's going to do a good job wherever he lands. But the message has gone stale. It was time to go, and now we move on. Brian Flores is number 1 on my list. That's who I want. Wow. You know, I didn't think I'd have this emotion. I'm kind of sad. I'm happy because it's the right decision.
Holy shit, the Ravens just fired John Harbaugh! It took an extra day, didn't happen on Black Friday, but the Ravens finally decided that they were done with John Harbaugh, so now they'll be scrambling to look for a new head coach. John Harbaugh's tenure with the Ravens officially ends at 18 seasons with a 180-113 record, a postseason record of 13-11, and a Super Bowl champion. It's officially a new era in Baltimore, and it makes you wonder now, is Lamar Jackson next to be leaving Baltimore? It really makes you wonder, though, if Tyler Lupe made that field goal against the Steelers on Sunday, does John Harbaugh still have a job even after their playoff run?
And just when you thought John Harbaugh might be safe after making it through Black Monday unscathed, boom. Tom Pelissero just reported he's been fired. Him and Mike Tomlin were probably the two most popular names on the hot seat down the stretch in this season, and it just so happens that they faced each other Sunday night for a chance at the playoffs. It was kind of like a winner goes on to the playoffs, loser gets fired situation. Unfortunately for Harbaugh, his kicker could not make the kick in the final seconds, and they were booted. But it was much more than one game. It was almost like he had worn out his welcome in Baltimore. He really never got the concept of how to use Henry and how he gets better as games go on. And yeah, they just wanted a philosophy change, it feels like.
We back on the front porch for breaking news. John Harbaugh has been fired from the Ravens. It's crazy. I didn't think it was actually going to happen. First off, obviously, John Harbaugh, a great coach. Ravens ever greatest coach. 18 years, Super Bowl ring. Thank you. But it was the right call, bro. Everybody who follows the Ravens has seen the blown leads graphic of all the times the Ravens have blown a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter of games. It had to happen. There's been too many times, too many mistakes, too many casualties of seasons of missed opportunities for Super Bowls because the system and the regime has not been able to do what they're supposed to do. And I'm happy that the powers that be decided to take a risk. I'm happy that they decided to not be a part of the status quo and just keep trying year over year when the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and no changes. And now it's a change. And I don't know who's going to be the next Ravens head coach. I don't even know who I want to be the next Ravens head coach. But I think the biggest thing for the future of the Ravens is that John Harbaugh has gone on to greater things. And I'm sure he'll be a head coach, maybe the Giants, the Falcons. One of these other teams will pick him up. I'm sure they'll get better. And maybe somebody will point and laugh at us if the Ravens don't do better next year. But I feel like for the next 2-3 years of the Lamar era of the team, I think this is the right decision.
Now they're looking for a new head coach for just the fourth time in franchise history. Bisciotti said the process of identifying the next leader will be challenging but exciting. He said finding another strong leader who reflects their high standards is paramount. The Ravens have talent. Lamar Jackson is still in his prime at 28 years old. Derrick Henry just had a monster season. The defense has pieces. But something wasn't working this year. The chemistry was off. The execution wasn't there. And when you're paying a head coach to win championships, missing the playoffs entirely isn't going to cut it. The Ravens will now conduct their first head coaching search since 2008. Names will start flying around immediately. Kevin Stefanski just got fired by the Browns and knows the AFC North. Raheem Morris is available after getting fired by the Falcons. Young coordinators around the league will get looks. Baltimore could go in any direction. For Ravens fans, this is the end of an era. Harbaugh was the face of the franchise for nearly 2 decades. He gave them a Super Bowl, he gave them consistent winning seasons, he gave them hope every year that this could be the year. But in the NFL, hope doesn't keep you employed, results do. And the results haven't been good enough lately. Harbaugh addressed his family in his statement, thanking his wife Ingrid and daughter Allison. He called them the loves of his life. He expressed gratitude to his faith, saying all is well with his soul. The man handled his exit with class, just like he handled everything during his time in Baltimore. As for what's next, Harbaugh will land on his feet. A coach with his track record doesn't stay unemployed for long. Some team is going to jump at the chance to bring him in. And honestly, a fresh start might be good for him too. Sometimes relationships run their course in professional sports. Both sides did great things together, but it was time to move on. The Ravens have a lot of work to do. They need to find a new head coach. They need to figure out why this roster underperformed so badly. They need to maximize Lamar Jackson's window while he's still at his peak. And they need to do it fast, because the AFC North isn't getting any easier. For John Harbaugh, his legacy in Baltimore is secure. He won big, he coached for a long time, he represented the organization well. But 18 years is a lifetime in the NFL. All good things come to an end. And on Tuesday afternoon, the Ravens and John Harbaugh decided it was time to end this particular good thing. The 2026 season will look very different in Baltimore. New voice, new energy, new expectations. Whether that leads to better results remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, the John Harbaugh era in Baltimore is over. And after 18 seasons, that's something worth acknowledging.